Peace, my family, and we're all back to all. And those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right and that good mind. Hope you guys are out there moving in your higher natures and most definitely cleansing the lows. I came here today to share another clipping from The Mind Scroll by Master Teacher Dr. Malachi because again, on this good journey within, it's always good to learn the right knowledge and begin to learn how to maneuver within this good journey within. So this scroll today is speaking on the emotions. And this is 19 times 3 equals 57. And let me share, because it goes like this. Lo, first, my children, allow me to give you the knowledge on emotions. This knowledge came from a divine scripture. A scripture which was received by me, Dr. Malachi to give unto you, so that ye may have the right knowledge, the right wisdom, the right understanding, which leads to sound, right reasoning. The science of Nuwapu, which was given to you by the Anunnaki, the Elohim, the angelic beings. The divine scripture is called the Holy Tablets, and you can check that out on my channel if you're interested, and send it to yourself. Where it states in the first chapter, 40th through 42nd verse, which reads as thus. This is how the events of creation and pre-creation were recorded, when life existed in and beyond the stars. The all is, was, and will be, and felt within a love, a divine love that is unknown or felt by those disagreeable beings. And thus emotions were. At the first birth of motions was the birth of motion. Things gradually began to move about, and it was then that movement and motion was conceived of triple darkness, where the light birthed the chaos. Of all the emotional barriers. So, of all the emotional barriers, the most devastating is anger. The greatest enemy of peace, for it is the most negative. It is a modification of lust. For when one's desires are not gratified, one becomes angry. Yeah. The mind then becomes confused. Memory and understanding is lost, and things are said and done without awareness or control. Anger does great danger to one's own psyche, physical and psyche bodies, as well as those of others. The whole nervous system is shattered by one fit of anger. Occasionally, a spiritual teacher expresses a little anger outwardly in order to correct a student, but this should not be confused with the emotional outburst. Though he or she may appear hot and indignant on the outside, the true master remains cool within. For his or her motive is the growth of his or her disciples. Only when anger is the outcome of of selfish or petty motives, it is wrong. Anger is very difficult to control when it has been allowed to grow and become habitual. It is most easily controlled when it is a small ripple in the subconscious mind. One should watch the mind carefully for any signs of irritability. Then control is no problem. Frequent irritation or trifling matters is a sign of mental weakness. This can be overcome by carefully developing its counterpart, the virtue of patience. Yes, patience. Just as heat and light can be transferred into electricity, anger can be transferred into spiritual energies. All vices, unwanted qualities, and wrongs actions stem from anger. All vices and unwanted qualities and wrong actions are stemmed from anger. When anger has been controlled, all others die by themselves. Anger gains strength with repetition. In checking it, one gradually strengthens the will. By learning to remain silent, even in the face of an insult and abuse, it becomes easier to check for motion before they take form. Always speak moderately if there is a possibility of a burst of anger during a conversation. Stop speaking and do something else. Working or words should be soft and arguments hard. For if the words are hard, they create conflicts. Drinking cold water or cool water or taking a brisk walk are excellent aids in combating anger, as in maintaining silence for a long time. Smoking, eating bad food, and drinking are irritants and irritates and agitates and aggravates the problems and are best avoided. Family can bring out the worst in you. Loved ones know how to get inside and upset you. Don't argue when hungry. If you accept too much of others, you deserve the pain of the letdown. Do what you know you can. Don't try to bring or be a show-off. It can bring you problems. If you go into a crowded area, you're bound to find trouble. You are in control of your emotions. You are in control of your emotions and responsible for whatever happens to you. You are always where you're supposed to be. Look around you. Mind your mind for the jewels of your soul. So that right there was the end of that scroll. So I just thought I'd share again, because learning how to maneuver with your emotions, keeping them in check, and yes, don't get it twisted. You have all different types of emotions happening, and some ways, always, sometimes it can be expressed in many different ways. But it's all about learning how to control and make sure you gain that always, an inner peace with that. But don't get me wrong, it's trial and error with this, because of course, we all are a work in progress. So on that note, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. Or you can email me. And also, if you have any questions, again, you can leave it in the comment section. And again, if you want to check this out for yourself, you can check it out on my channel. And on that note, peace, love, and Wadu.